that not only damages the business, but it really can literally kill the business owner if they're doing everything themselves and going, 24 hours of I got to get all this stuff done. Do you think it has anything to do with how they're setting your favorite word, goals?
Because we're gonna dive into that in a whole other episode. My thought on goals, but
here's my thought behind that is when we're working on stuff for our businesses and success champions, we're looking at milestones. These steps that get us to allow us to do the next big thing, and it's continuous. Whereas I think a lot of businesses go into their November, December timeframe and are like, all right, here's our 2021 goal. Here's what we're going to do this year. We're going to hit this level of sales. And it's this big number that most of the time they don't hit because it's just way out of touch with reality. But they're also really focused on one thing. They're not taking incremental steps to get places.
Yeah, no, you're 100% spot on. And we're going to have to do a whole episode on goal setting, guys. And just so you know, so I'm not a goal setter. I don't believe in it. I don't think it works. I believe you have a great vision. So I know that's going to piss a lot of people off when I say that, which is fine by me. But and we'll dive into it. But I think that's the thing is you still have to have a target, right? You still have to have an objective to hit. And I think most people, especially starting out, they're just trying to fucking survive, right? They're trying to get to a point to where they've replaced what other income they lost, whether they lost their job and started a business, or whether like they were a crazy fucker like me that walked away from a fantastic job and just jumped out and launched a business, so they're trying to get to some sort of security, and in doing that they're constantly acting from that mode of desperation. So it's tackle whatever's in front of you, going back to old school kind of football terms, and I'd never really played football, but it's blocking and tackling. It's the basic shit, right? And in doing that, they're never able to break out of this idea of how do I really scale and grow my business? Because once again, I think it goes back to to your point, they don't have that vision. They don't know where the fuck they're going. But two, they're still caught in this mentality that if it's got to be done, it's got to be done by me. And that's what continues to kick their ass. So go ahead.
I think that's a whole nother topic that we'll get into at some point too, that whole idea of I have to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is, that not only damages the business, but it really can literally kill the business owner if they're doing everything themselves and going, 24 hours of I got to get all this stuff done. So
yeah, because there isn't a single business owner out there that hasn't at some point been sitting in front of their computer, half nauseous, right? Exhausted, trying to do all the fucking things, and it's because they're still doing all the fucking things.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of the point to this whole idea of scaling the business. And I think if most people would look at their business and out the gate, look at it is how can I build whatever I'm building so somebody else can do this?